So my name is Darko. So I know the dark. Yeah, I was living 23 years in hate. I recognize for myself that I have two chances. The one chance is I go to prison or die very fast. Every possibility in this reality is you see God. The problem is that people have a big fear of something, death, that they don't know. For me, is only real what is here, because everything what you see, you created with your mind. We create the table, we create the microphone, we create the podcast, we create everything with the mind. What is this? What the fuck is this? That's my father. It's not me.
Today's guest completely transformed his life from living in fear, anger, and poverty to using his knowledge to actually help people. And his core beliefs are very close to what I hold dear to my heart, that your personality is formed by the subconscious programs that operate inside of your mind, and that your reality is actually formed by your personality. And I'm very much looking forward to this conversation. Welcome, Darko.
Thank you. Nice that I'm here, and I'm looking forward for a very inspire talk.
Wonderful. For the people who do not know you, please describe in a couple words what you actually do, who you are.
Yeah, my name is Darko Krstic. I am a business consultant, and we work a lot with spirituality, a lot of consciousness and energy work to help to help the people that come to us to make a good sales performance from the heart, not only from the brain. Yes, to make money, but also to help people. I think this is the primary focus what we have. And the second focus is that you make money. And I think this combination to help people, to give something, and to get money, to become something, this is the perfect combination. And this is what we do in our consulting. And I think that we are living in a very interesting time. It's the time that is changing. We're changing from darkness to light. And I think that my position is to help the people to came from the darkness to the light.
That's a wonderful point. And as far as I read, is that you transformed your life as well from living in the darkness in a low frequency to living in the light. Can you describe a little bit more how your life looked back then and what actually opened your eyes to how to change and that change is actually needed?
Yeah. So my name is Darko. So I know the dark. Yeah, I was living 23 years in hate. I didn't have connection to myself, to my heart, only to my brain, to my past, to my body. I was a very aggressive person. I take a lot of drugs. I was in the football section. I was a hooligan, and I was absolutely in the darkness. And then I recognize for myself that I have two chances. The one chance is I go to prison or die very fast. And the second chance is to recognize who I am really, who I am behind the mask, who I am behind the personality, behind the Darko Krstic, what is creating for my father and for my mother and for my genes. And then I said, okay, let's do it, who I am. And I was traveling the world and have the question, who I am. Who I am. And it's very funny when you ask this question with open heart and you don't know what to do and you ask this question, that you become answer from every side, from the child, from the man, from the woman, from the radio, from the clouds. And you see in every possibility in this reality, you see God. And then I became an answer in talks with many peoples that I'm consciousness. The Darko Krstic is a creation from my past, what I have experienced. And then I go deep in this. I was meditating 5 to 8 hours every day. I was on a point where I said, there is no time, there is no space, there is no body, there is only consciousness. And we can't think about it because when we think about nothing, it's not nothing, it's our nothing in the box. So I think every human being must have this experience because it's the best experience that you have. Absolute freedom. And in this meditation, I recognize I can't think myself, I can be myself. And when I am myself, I don't want to think myself. And then I came to the point where I actually saw and feel and recognize the only thing what's real is light. Like here, the light, the darkness is only a play. And we can play with the darkness, we can play with the ego, we can play with this reality, we can play with money, but don't forget the real. Don't forget God, the light. And since I am 24, I have the connection. I'm really, very grateful for that. And I'm living from the light, from the freedom, for the people, recognize that everything is possible.
I think you touched very, very interesting points here. And first, I want to go deeper on the question of who you are, because I think that this is a very, very important question that everybody at some point should ask themselves to really, truly sit down and figure out who they are. And I've talked to many people about this question because this realization that you had, that you are pure consciousness, that you are not your body, that you are not the thoughts that are running to your mind, that you are the consciousness focusing on whatever you choose to focus on and attracting whatever you choose to attract, right? And when you have this realization, and I think you felt this too, you become closer to God and you feel this part of God inside of you become active suddenly. And for me, it was not that early in my life that I had this experience. For me, it was around when I became 30, around that time. And it felt like a second birth. And I don't know who else out there ever asked themselves this question, like who you really are, and if you already experienced this second birth for yourself. How was this moment for you when you had this realization?
I think, and this is very important, that nobody knows who he is. So I actually don't know who I am. I see myself now in you. I see myself in your eyes. I see myself in your question. I see myself here. But when you know who you are, when you have this birth, when you have this recognize, I am that, you're not. You're consciousness. And consciousness is, I don't know. I don't know. The problem is everyone knows. I am this, I am that, I want to be that, and then I am happy. No, you don't know. So when you don't know, you live from the present moment, from the now. And I think this is a second. And you can be absolutely aware that you don't know anything and it's cool for you. And I think when we are in this state, every human being, then you have this birth and you can have it 10 times on day. When you are traffic and you, I must go to the appointment. Oh, I don't know. I'm here in the traffic. Or the client wants something and you are aggressive. No, I don't know. What do you want? Let's speak together. And I think this is the first step for freedom, where we live now in a world where there is no freedom, that we don't know. This is very important. So I don't know who I am, and I don't know what is the next moment. But because I don't know, I'm here, and this is the point that we can have the birth in every second, and the beginning. It's every time the nice thing, New year, a new business, new relationship, new day, new week, new. Why new? Because we love that. Because we have the feeling it begins. We have the energy. So recognize you have this 10 times a day.
When did you start to become aware that you can have this birth multiple times a day, that you can like step into awareness throughout your day?
on this day, on this moment where I recognize I will die. And I don't know when I will die. In my head, there is a number, but I don't know. I know that I'm live now. Maybe when I go later to the car and the drive, I'm dead. I will never see this beautiful podcast. But now, I know I'm here. I know I have you here. I have you in my experience. And I will give everything from me to you because I'm living now. This recognition that you can die in every second make you absolutely aware. The problem is that people have a big fear of something, death, that they don't know. They don't know. They think they know. Because they think they know, they have the fear. But when you don't know, you can't have fear. And this is the break even. That's the tipping point. To say, I live now, but I will be dead with this personality, with this body, with this mind. And then what? I don't know. But I know one thing, I live now. And this recognition that you understand you can die in every second is the game changer. I have a woman, Denise. I'm together 15 years with her. And when we speak together in a talk, and she, and I will go in this emotion. I will be aggressive. So, wait a second. Maybe she die tomorrow. When I know she will die, do you want to go in this emotion? You don't want. Okay, be aware. Be aware of the moment with your wife. Maybe the last time. And then everything is fine. The freedom in your body, the freedom in your mind. You are in every possibility, in every relation, in money, you are free. Because nothing, like Buddha say, is attached. Nothing can attach you. Because say, what do you want from me? I will die. No, you must do this. I don't. I will die. What do you want from me? So I think that death is the liberation what the people are searching. So I understand I must die before I die and then I can live.
So what you are describing and what you are calling death here is what I would say is the liberation of fear, or becoming content with whatever can happen to you, because you have the trust in yourself, in God, in the universe, that whatever happens, that you will do the best that you can do in this situation, that you are there to experience the situation without being afraid of what might happen, right? And I also find it very, very interesting when you think about what fear actually is. Because when you think about it logically, fear is simply the pulling of possible negative outcomes from the future into the present.
Right.
It's not real.
Right.
It's not real. It's simply something that might happen. But by focusing on it, you are pulling it into your mind and you start to become attached to it and you start to become reactive to it.
Right. Absolutely right. So fear is not here. And for me, is only real what is here, because everything what you see, you created with your mind. We create the table, we create the microphone, we create the podcast, we create everything with the mind. So, but where is fear? There is no fear in this reality. It's not real. But I can create it. I can say, maybe when I drink this water, I will die. So I am fearful. I can say when I go in the car and I drive, I can die. I'm fearful. So you recognize everything, every fear is, I don't want to die. When you don't have this perspective of death, there is no fear. Fear is only when you said, or when the people said, I want something, and when this is not happening, I'm fearful. Or I don't want that happen this, and when it happened, I'm now fearful. When you will die, you will die. Where's the problem? When you have no money, you don't have money. Where's the problem? Where's the problem?
There's no problem at all. And the cool thing is that whichever situation you come into, you can experience it. And I think life is a lot about experiences. And I don't know if you share my belief here, but I believe that similar or because we are part of God, God created us in order to be tools for Him, to manifest things into this world, and most importantly, to experience these creations, right? So it's all about experiences. And if we are able to fully experience it, we make God happy and we fulfill our duty as these tools of God by experiencing reality.
God don't need happiness. God is nothing. We need happiness. And we can get the happiness that we said, all right, I'm here and I am you. You are here and you are me. And then we play together. Or the Indian guy and the black guy and, I am you. And we are God. Okay, we play together. We make something one. And when we are one, we are conscious. We are aware of something, what is happening now. And we are in a situation where we said, what is good for us in this world or in the business also, with the employees, with the clients, with the partners, what is good for us? Yeah. Then we are happy. I think God is nothing, really nothing. And the how I say in English, the history in the Hinduism of Shiva, Shakti, and Shanti.
Oh.
All right. Shiva is nothing. Shiva God. Shiva is nothing. There is no time. There is no space. And Shiva was thinking, it's boring. I want to experience myself because there is nobody else, only me. I want to experience myself in million ways, in people, in plants, in animals, in planets, in suns, in universe, in everything. And Shiva forget himself in Shakti. So I am Shakti, you are Shakti, the water is Shakti, he is Shakti. We are Shaktis. I am Shakti Darko, you are Shakti Christopher. But the same basic is Shiva. Nothing. So when you play Shakti and I play Shakti in this way, what we play now, we begin to recognize we are Shiva. So we are not only Shakti, we are Shanti. Shanti is who is Shakti and remember that he is Shiva.
I understand. Yeah.
This is enlightenment. So I think when everybody plays Shakti, hey, I'm Shakti, but I know I am Shiva, I will be Shanti. Then I play my personality and it's everything fine because I'm not attached. But I have my basic in the nothing, in the God, in the Shiva.
That's it's a very, very interesting concept because you say that God, Shiva, is nothing. And then my question is, what's the difference from nothing to everything? Because I believe that God is everything. There's nothing outside of God. So God is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. The point is that when we said God is everything, we have a problem. We make of the everything ours.
Why?
Because when I say everything, I said these are the possibilities. What is my possibility? And there's every possibility. When we say God as nothing, then I don't know. So we know that here is energy, and we don't see this energy. And Nikola Tesla recognized we can take this energy, and we make, I don't know the English word, energy for everybody with not cost, no cost. So, and yes, in this nothing is everything. Absolutely right. And I think you are absolutely right that everything must come from the nothing, not from the everything. Because when it's everything, I will take myself to the everything. When it's nothing, I go as nothing to the everything. You know what I mean?
I think that we are actually talking about the same thing, and I also believe that
only the perspective.
That nothing and everything
is the same.
Are the same thing, just a different degree. If you so mean, like same as hot and cold is the same thing.
Yeah.
Same as left and right is the same thing.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
You said that you were traveling the world when you had these realizations. How did traveling the world influence your development or your change in personality?
Mm. It was the conversation with the people, and that I learned to see myself in the other people. So I believe everything is different in the body, but the eyes are the same. So I have a black hole, you have a black hole, but nothing is everything is different. But this is the same. And I think that the same hole here, the black hole, is the nothing, the everything.
Mhm.
And from this I look you, and from this you look me. And I trained to look the people in the eye and see me from the eye from the other people. And then I recognize beautiful conversations. I recognize beautiful experience with people, because I don't go from Darko to, I don't know, Anna. I go to consciousness.
Mhm.
And then it was a play, it was a flow, it was really me. So it was the conversation with the people that really transformed me.
That's very interesting. Can you remember a moment when you first saw yourself in somebody else?
Yes, a little child, 9 years old in Jerusalem, speaking with me a half hour in perfect English and tell me in perfect English in Jerusalem that God is love. I will never forget.
Yeah, I think that traveling the world in such a sense can really transform you and can teach you a lot. So then you came back to Vienna, and did you then immediately decide that you want to start to use this new gained knowledge to help people, or when did that emerge?
Yeah, I came back and I decided to be never again employed and to make my own business.
Mhm.
But I haven't the idea what I will do. And then I recognized that I love to help people and love to help people in the sentence from to remember. And then I make the how say Ausbildung,
Like education.
education, right?
Yeah.
I make the education in mental training,
Mhm.
and then I begin to work with football players, Hajs Tabakovic, Hege Paja, Vili Kavlak, Dejan Lubicic. They are very famous in Austria, and I was like, okay, I have a talent for that. I can do this. And the people come to me and say, how you make the sale? It's a big people, a lot of money. I don't know. What do you don't know? How you make this? And then I recognize the people try to make sales, like I read this, I make that, and it doesn't work. And I sit like that and I speak like I am, and everything say, wow, I like it or I hate it. And the people who said I like it, they work a long time with me. And then I was saying, okay, I create my consulting, now consulting, to learn the people how to be authentic in sales, how to be authentic in life. And this is what we do now. This was the process from football, mental training to now consulting.
That's very interesting. Do you have like something common that you see in people when they come to you, some kind of common subconscious programs that are running there that they don't realize?
Yeah, everything is subconscious. So like I sit here, like I speak here, everything is subconscious. I don't have the possibility to have awareness in my body. And when do we want to talk in sales, subconscious in sales, or only subconscious?
We can definitely talk about sales as well, and
Yeah.
especially what makes sales work with subconsciousness and with like using your personality, seeing yourself in a specific way. How can you become successful in that? Absolutely.
Okay. Then the first part, subconscious. So the subconsciousness is the body. Like sitting here and speak is everything automatic. This is everything from the past. I can't change this. When we drive with the car, better you don't be aware. It drive subconscious. everything. So I can't change this when I'm here with my body in this world. I only can change this when I go inside to be conscious, to see the whole software, and then I recognize, what is this? What the fuck is this? That's my father. It's not me. I don't want this. And then I can delete it with many tools. So I think it's very important that that we understand consciousness is our body, and it's good. And when a human being is feeling sick or is feeling not in the energy, because the consciousness in the body is stuck, and that's the subconscious program. And we can free them with sport. We can free them with conversations. We can free them with good food and everything for the body. It's very important, because in the spiritual bubble, is every time, I'm not my body. I'm not my body. I'm not my body. Don't use my body. You are your body. It's a part of you. It's very outside from you, but it's a part. It's like when I say I'm not my suit. Okay, throw it away. You are your suit. You have it on now. So the very important thing is, from my perspective, subconsciousness is body, and we must learn to use the body. So when I speak like this and I speak like this, it's not like me, like I speak so, and then I change. So I must do something what is for me weird, for my past, for my programs in the body. I must, what? Anything what is outside the box, outside the past. So subconscious with sales. So when we know this, the subconsciousness is the body, and we're sitting in the sales call, and we see him or her, and I am aware at the moment with my body, then I know why he's sitting like that. Closing her heart. Okay, she don't trust. Or go to the food. It's uncertainty. Or this, and you can read the consciousness because it's stuck in the body. You can see, and then you can make the right actions that he or she is feeling free, But you can take this from another point to NLP, and you can manipulate. And this is what many people are doing. It's not good. Because when I can read your body, your subconsciousness, and I'm aware, and you don't know it, you know it, but other people, then I can manipulate you. Or when I have a good heart, I can help you to free you, to calm down, to trust. So I think this is very important from my perspective, to know subconscious is the body, and to read the body from your client, possible client, to say, okay, calm down, trust in this conversation. I'm not looking for your mind, I'm looking for you, but not to tell it, but with the body recognize it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that there are very, very good points that you touched in there. I would even go one step further to say that it's an energy exchange between two consciousness, if you want to call it that. Like, if you can see on which frequency the other consciousness is operating, and you match this frequency, then you resonate, right? Then you can talk with each other, you can communicate. If we're not resonating, we're speaking different languages. I'm speaking money, you speaking emotions. I'm speaking business, you speaking, I don't know, family. Right. So it's important to figure out where the other being is coming from. And if you can understand it, and if you, more importantly, understand yourself, then you can match it.
Yeah, because I think the employees, what you take is you, is your frequency. The clients, what you take is you, is your frequency. I think we people must understand that we can't not experience ourselves. So every time, everything what happens in this world, in every personality, is a mirror from the consciousness, from the frequency. Everything. Everything is a self-talk. Everything. And in this self-talk, in this frequency, with the client in the sales call, you recognize what he needs because you know what you was needing in the situation. Because in the best case, you sell something that you have a solution for a problem what you had, and this person have the problem now. The best case, but it's not every time like this. And then you remember what was the problem 2-3 years ago. You was that. That's your past. You're sitting with your past. What do he need? Give him now, and then you make his frequency up, and he will trust you. And I think this is very important. Everything is frequency. Everything is consciousness, and everything what we do is reflecting ourselves. Everything.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree that the world is basically a mirror for ourselves. The world is how we are. Yeah, that's why it's also so important to become aware of your self-image, like how you see yourself. And
very important.
When you become aware of how you see yourself, you can also change it. If you don't like how you see yourself, focus on the things that you like about yourself, and you will see your self-image change. You will see your self-image become more beautiful. Also, if you don't trust in yourself, start to actually do the things that you say you will do, and you will see that you will start to trust yourself, and you will start your self-image to become more beautiful, right? How would you say, how important is this image of yourself, and how do you help people to, first of all, recognize how they see themselves, and secondly, optimize their self-image or improve their self-image?
So everything I see in my body, I can see in here. When I have a long ear, I can see the ear, but I can't see my eyes. So I think God is making this reality that we see us in another person. How I help people to see themselves, see the personality reality, what they created. You look at the money, it is what your wealth is inside your heart. You see the relationships, you see the body, are you healthy or not? You see your mind, are you depression or not? Everything. It's a mirror from you what you are. So this is what I do to help the people to see themselves, to see the reality what they created. You create yourself in everything. Everything what you do, you are. So, and how important is that? The first question, very important. Everything is the self-image is the world image, and the world image is what you're creating, and the self-image is what the people became in the first 7 years, where is no ego, only consciousness. And then father said to me that, mother said to me that, the culture, the religion, the school, this is what I am. And only live from that is not possible. And to change this is not possible. There is only one way. Back. Destroy this. This is the bubble in that we live. So I want to change this. Can't change it. This is shit. You want gold? Make gold. Destroy the shit and make the gold. But the people want comfort, you know? They want little meditation, little yoga, little ting, ting, ting. I don't know the English word, Klangschale. No, you must die. The image, what we have from ourselves, it must die. And that's not comfortable. It's comfortable. That's not good for the feeling. It's feeling bad, and it's good that feeling bad, because that's dead. And when it's dying, you can create another thing. It's like that to say, this suit is good, but yours is better. I want your. And I don't take it away, my suit, and I take your suit. And then his suit is nice, and take it. And it's too much suit, where I am. So I think we are fragile souls, very fragile souls. And when we are really ourselves, the fragile souls, we are open. And when we are open, someone can come from outside and attack you. It's not feeling good. So we have now in this world the mind that we must be closed and make an image. I am Darko Krstic. I am millionaire. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am happy. No, this shit. Sit here. When I sit here, I don't need to create a self-image because it will create himself. The fragile soul wants to create himself. So I think everything is here, but in the nothing. And when I go in the nothing, the everything, what the soul is, the really self-image will come outside. And that's for me to be authentic. What the world is now really needed. In the business. Really needed. So the point is, we must, from my perspective, destroy everything what we think to know from ourselves and to come to a point that we don't know, and then we learn ourselves new to be really ourselves. And that's in the energy.
Do you think that this getting to know ourselves and learning ourselves ever stops?
Yeah, I learn now myself from this conversation. Give me the question why I'm sitting here with you. You know, I learn myself now. Yeah, we make a podcast, maybe sales, and maybe okay. But for me, in my reality, I learn myself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it never stops. You constantly
Never stop.
You constantly get to know yourself. Yeah. Absolutely. And you were saying before that in this spiritual community, there's so many cliches that you just need to meditate a little and you will become successful. Why do you think that is?
Of comfort, of ego. Ego is the shit, the devil. Ego is I'm here, you're there. And because I'm here, you're there, maybe you will attack me. So I am fearful now that you don't attack me. And then I can protect this life avatar because this is the ego. This is Satan. He lives in our head. He lives in our thoughts. He wants that we think him. Oh, I am this. I am that. So with the ego, you can't be spiritual. With the ego, you can't be your soul. With the ego, you can't be yourself. And my ego is what? From my father, from my mother, from the school, from the culture, from the religion. Your ego too. And from everyone that see this now. And to destroy this, you came to a connection. To destroy this, you came from a point that you say, I feel something like consciousness. But the people in the spiritual bubble don't want this because I think when I do this and I don't know why I'm doing this, I don't will do this. When I know why I'm doing this, I will go 100% all in. When I think I want to feel a little bit better, I want to have a little bit more money, 10,000 euro more in the month, and you go this way, you go the way with the ego. Shit. But when you know, I will know who I am. I will know it. I don't want to suffer again. I don't want to be blind. I want to see. Then ego is burning. Because the light of the consciousness is looking the darkness, and with the light of the consciousness looking the darkness is burning. And this burning, this is spirituality. And the people don't like this. They like a little lighter. But we need a big fire.
I think you might have something there, and I also believe that it's a lot because people search to identify themselves with something, create another layer of ego if you so want, and spirituality is a very very nice layer that you can put there because to the outside it looks very very beautiful. It looks like, oh, I am enlightened. I know what spirituality is, but what you're actually doing is you're just putting another layer there, creating an image for everybody else to see.
The biggest enemy is spiritual ego. Biggest enemy. When Satan, the devil in your head, is saying you are spiritual, then you are lost.
So, how do you believe that people can create a business in this materialistic world with themselves, with authenticity, and with the real spirituality in mind?
How we can get this? Or
Yes.
I think everything is intention. The thoughts, what came, the emotion, what came, the action, what came, the result, what came, the relationship, everything is because you have an intention.
Mhm.
And when I have the intention to make a business for myself, when I have the intention to make a business that I have money, it will work. But then, after 5 years, 10 years, you have the money, you have the millions, and I live in Dubai, and I see this in Dubai, a lot of people, and you're sitting like that. Is this worthy? This is what you think with wealth? When you have the intention, for me, you will get it. But this is not making you happy. What you're really making happy is to have the intention in the business. How can I serve? How can I help? What can I give? Why I'm here? What can I give? And then you recognize what you have that you can give. And when this is your intention, the first step to help people with that what you have, what you can, to solve problems, to help people, and everything. Everyone have this. Everyone have this. Nobody don't have anything. Everybody have a thing. So when the first thing is you really want to give. Second thing, money came so. I'm 31 now. 31. So I'm a millionaire. With 25, I had zero. And I didn't have the intention. I want to be a millionaire. Fuck the money. For me, is money nothing. For me, is money nothing. And because money is for me nothing, I can create it. I am here, money is here. I can create what I want. When I'm here and money is here, money create me. And we live in this world. So when you want to make a business from the beginning, choose wisely the intention. Why are you doing this? It's okay to make money, important, but help people.
Yeah, that's very, very well said. You have to find what your true calling is, how you can bring value to everybody, to yourself as well, because everybody is connected. We are connected. So, what was the hardest inner belief that you had to change when you stepped out of this being in fear, being in poverty, to being a millionaire, helping other people become themselves, becoming successful?
That I am guilty. And this is a very big belief from our collective consciousness. Guilt. Because guilt is the lowest frequency. It's matter. The highest is love, joy, happiness. The most material frequency is guilt. Why? When I do something and you tell me it's not right that I'm doing this, I don't know what to do. Then I will sitting like, is this okay? Is this okay? When I'm doing this or that, I'm right or not? And then we are like in the prison, you know? And when we're like in the prison, we have fear. And when we have fear, they can control us. The matrix, what we live in. When you understand, Jesus is not dying for you because you are guilty. He's dying for you because he loves you. That's the game changer. And that was my game changer because my father tell me every time he's very religious person. And he said, Jesus died for you because you are doing like this and that. It's like 5 years old. Sorry. I do this.
What did I do? What did I have to do with this?
Okay. Sorry, I did that. Okay. And then you have a relationship with God that He is standing up and looking you and said, "What are you doing?" This is no relationship to God for me. Relationship to God, and this was the inner belief that I was changed. God don't hate me. God love me. Doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I don't do. He loves me so much. And He don't need me. He will have me. He want me. He want me to be me. Biggest wish. And when I make this wish true, I'm the happiest person. But what must die? Guilt. And I said to myself, doesn't matter what I do or don't do. Doesn't matter. I don't want to feel guilt. And I looked at nobody that's surrounding me, my inner circle, my friends, my family, my employees, my clients, no one feel guilt. And when I came with my energy and then destroyed it with my presence, because when I sit with my presence and I work a very lot for my presence, everything what surrounds me in guilt dies.
I think it's very, very interesting that you speak about guilt, because in our society that we live in, you can see everywhere that the media, the church, the school, everybody tries to make us feel guilty from small children growing up. And I think especially here in Austria and in Germany, you can feel that people still feel guilty about what happened in history and so on and so on. So there's so many things that you have to become aware of, that it's not your doing. You don't have to feel guilty for this. You are above this. It's not something that should hold you back, right?
Right.
And yeah, that's it. How do you teach people to escape this guilt, or to eradicate the guilt from their consciousness?
Yeah. The first thing is, every negative emotion, every, is in future. Every.
Like we talked about fear, that it's something that you pull from the future into
Fear,
here. Yeah.
sadness, when I'm aggressive, guilt, shame, everything is in the future, but have the basic in the past. So thinking is, I go from past to future, from future to past, from memory to pictures, from pictures to memory, and I'm like a ping pong ball, pang 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 pang, and I think I'm guilty that I can't do this in the past. I'm fearful that don't happen this what don't is it wasn't in the past. So when the basic is the past and we believe in the past, then every negative emotion is here. Because when we have the basic in the past and we are not here in the present moment, we will go with our mind to the future and we make it worse. Because we believe something what's not real. So to learn to be yourself, to unlearn guilt, is to be here. Only to be here. It's so simple. The people think we must do that or this and this tool, only to be here. And then, yeah, with breath work, with meditation, with speaking, with so many things. But the basic is be here and recognize what is making your body. I have how say Übung in English?
Like a training or
training,
or an exercise.
I have a training in my retreat. We are together 1 week, and we are 1 week in one villa and meditate a lot. And I have a training. We sit here 1 hour. We don't meditate. We don't eat. We don't drink. We don't speak. We sit 1 hour. And after 10 minutes, you see this. And I sit like that. Because when the body is burning, what is burning is the past, the subconscious. And when the subconscious programs are burning, you don't have things that want taking you back. So when you sit like this, and you believe you are your body, and you believe you are these programs, you believe you are the past, and you believe you're the negative emotions, then this must have a feeling. And I'm sitting like, and the people sitting like that, and then the body say, I'm here. Guilt, fear. And then you must move. So emotion, E für Energy, motion for motion, is in every second there is from one to another, and it's moving. So energy in your body is moving. And when I move in the direction what I don't want to move, I don't have the choice. I don't have the choice how I want to react to maybe when it's coming emotion like guilt, when I have the identification with it. And then after a half hour, a woman said to me, I can't sit no longer. My head is so loud. I said, wait a second. Sorry, I don't hear your head. It's not loud. I think the body is loud. Can you tell your body to be calm? Okay, I tried. No, it doesn't work. What you have done? What you have done? I have said, don't do it. So you play with the book from the body. You play with the book from the negative emotions, from the guilt. Then what you want, what you will get is more of that. That's the problem. You must play with your cards. What is this? Be aware and look. And when you don't react, and you won't react, but you don't react, it dies. And this is what we do in our programs, in the retreats, in the seminars, and everything. We help the people to burn these negative emotions, to burn this darkness in light. Only be aware in the present moment now. See what is real. And don't do anything. The rest came by himself.
So you're saying that you're teaching them to actually become aware and steer their focus in the right direction, that they can focus on the things that they want to have more of, calmness in this instance, or
it's not focus. It's,
how would you call it?
It's awareness. Focus is like, I want to drink the water now. I want to speak with you. It's I want something. I go in this direction. Awareness is, it's open. It's not to go something or to have this picture in the mind. It's like, I'm only here now. There is nothing. There is nothing. I'm only here. And actually, it's not what I say, or Hinduism, or Buddhism, or spirituality. It's science. Quantum physics says when we go in the body, there is nothing. We go deep inside, and 99.9999% is nothingness. That's science.
It's nothingness, and it's also everything, like we said before.
Yes.
Do you believe that when you are aware, and then you, as you said, when you focus on something, you want to go somewhere? It's like you called it intention before, right? That when you learn how to control your focus, how to control your intention, that then you become creative. You become the creator, and you can actually create something in the world, right?
Right.
So you can create basically everything that you can imagine, that you can paint a picture of in your mind.
Everything what possible is possible in the physical world.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. I would say that you can imagine, that you are convinced that you are worthy of.
Very important. Yes.
And that you are convinced that you are capable of. Right?
Nice.
That's what I believe. Like these three things are, and that's actually like one part of manifestation, like being aware, creating the image, being worthy, being capable. But then the other two parts are also very important, and I think this is also something that the spiritual crowd often negates: is you have to feed it with emotion, you have to burn for it, and you have to put action into it. It's not enough to sit on your couch and believe that you can do it. You actually have to go and do the action. And you will automatically do the action when you burn for it, when you have the emotion, right?
Right. Everything what you get is what you are. You don't get what you want. You get what you are.
Yeah.
Every time.
What's your view on astrology? We talked a little bit when we were coming in. How can it help us in certain situations, and when it becomes dangerous?
I see it like a mind map. So when we speak, we are energy, and we are don't the past, we are don't the personality. Then I need also, how I say in English, Orientierung.
Orientation.
Orientation. Oh, okay. Orientation. I can remember that. Okay. So I need the orientation. So, okay, I'm liberal. I know I'm lion. What is the quality of this? Okay, I can go into it. I love to speak. I love to have the camera. I love to have the light. Okay. But I recognize when you only go in this direction, what you are in the mind map, in the astrology, then you are not full. The happiest moments in my life was where I was sitting on the side and I take my employees and I take my clients and give them the stage. But I am Lion, and he loved the stage and I recognize it. So no, it's yours. Go, do it. And this is feeling good. And then you know what you want, you know what you can, but also you know what is the opposite, what is the dark side. And I think for me, it's good to know what you can do, but also what you can't do. And then you take this to inner circle, friends, employees, etc. So I don't have water in my mind map. I don't have earth. I only have fire and wind. How is it wind? Luft? Wind?
Yeah.
Air. So air. And yeah. So my wife is 2 times water, Scorpion and Cancer. And when you recognize me, I speak a lot and and she's sitting here. I'm like, I'm so calm. I feel the emotions, everything, because she make me whole.
Mm-hmm.
She have something what I don't have. And when you see it, I think it's my perspective. When you see it from this side, then you recognize I can give that, you can give this, and we make together the whole picture.
Okay, so you would say that you can use it to get a better understanding of yourself and your surrounding, right?
Yes, understanding.
Would you also say that sometimes this can be a hindrance or dangerous? And what I'm getting at is, we said before that you need to create an image in your mind, right? You need to be you need to believe that you are worthy. You need to believe that you can do it. So what happens when astrology says that you cannot do it? Should you listen to that, or should you believe in yourself and do it anyway?
Nice question, very important question. So I think that everything what you do in your life must be a try that you can do it or not. Everything. It doesn't matter father say, mother say, teacher say, who say it. you can do this or not. Also astrology. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I think the important thing is that you know this, but everything what you give your attention, you give your energy. And there is a good story, but I don't think that I can explain in English. How I say Biene in English?
A bee.
A bee. The most easiest words I don't know. So the bee have
Wings.
wings, and they can't fly with that because it's too heavy. But the bee don't know that, and the bee fly. She can fly. So the physical world say to the bee, "You can't do this," and the bee don't know it, and just do it, and it works. So I think everything is information, and when we say this is nothing and this is everything, then it's everything information. And when is everything information, this is a very important thing, then the information what I consume is the mirror what I see in the world. And I don't want information, and I think every human being must be like that. I don't want information that say me I can't do this.
Exactly.
It's for me not the right information.
Yeah. But you have to be wise enough to see this information or to understand the information, which information strengthens my conviction that I'm worthy, that I'm capable, and so on, and which information weakens my conviction, and this I just will not listen to.
Right.
What truths about money, success, or personal growth do people absolutely not want to hear?
It's everyday hard work. Every fucking day. I think in the universe is no plan to have a business. There's no plan for that. That is making from a human being. Because when you have your own business, you are a lot of time in the future. You can't be in the present moment. How I will make this project, how I will make the podcast, how I will make with the employee, the client want this and that. And you must think a lot in the future. So I think you must be so in love with your mission that you know that when you manifestate this mission, then you came to a point where you recognize that's for the other people and I do something what is really important. When you have this, you will work harder, you will earn more money, but you don't become a lot of likes. You don't become a lot of applause. Because you don't need that. The ego loved this, and many people who said, I want to make my own business, said, I want to do this for the money, for the likes, for the applause. And when the people get this, they recognize this is not making me happy. And this is a big issue, a big problem in our society, that we think that this is the truth. It's not the truth. You are with 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, the same person. Because the most three important things, health, friendship, and happiness. You can buy this. You must work every day for that. No cent can buy this. And when you're an idiot with 1,000 euro, you're a big idiot with 1 million. And when you have a good heart with 1,000, you have a bigger heart with 1 million. So recognize your intention when you want to make a business. It's good to make money, but don't, erwarten.
Don't expect.
Expect anything. Don't expect. Give it and work. It's hard. It's not in the plan from the universe. It's something what we created. But when you see the faces from the clients, when you see the faces from the employees that are happy that they're working for you, have a good time, when you see you make a difference with your time. I had people in my coaching, they want to kill themselves. I had people who was drinking 20 beers on the day. And now they're all free. And they call me 2-3 years later, and I'm like, oh my God, hey, how are you? Hey, what's up? Yeah, I make this study now, and then we go this. Whoa, yeah, go for it. Yeah, man, I love this so much. That's what you make. Purpose give you. The purpose give you a meaning from you. It's not what you get. Nothing what you get give you a meaning. It's the purpose when you live the purpose. That's what you get the meaning.
Absolutely, yeah. Only purpose can make you happy. And you were saying that you often had clients coming to you like in very, very bad situations in their lives. What was the hardest thing you ever had to tell to a client?
I say this every time. You have created everything. I say this every time. And this is the hard thing. You are ill, you create it. You are depressive, you create it. You have no money, you create it. You have this horrible relationship with your wife, you create it. Everything what you have created. And to understand this is the first thing. That's hard, but this is the change. Only to recognize this is what I am, and I expression myself in the outside to recognize what I am, because this is God. The change is in your mind to see it. I don't want to be this anymore. But I created because I am this. I must destroy this. And nobody wants to hear this. When you have money, I say to you, you created, you say, yes, I created. When you don't have money, I say to you, you created. Hey, wow. Be careful what you say to me.
Everybody else's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that says a lot about taking responsibility. I don't know. For me, it was one of the biggest liberating moments when I realized that nobody else is coming to save me. That it's on my shoulders. I did this. I have to go forward. I have to take the steps. Right.
Nobody will save me is a very good sentence.
Yep. Like when you work with clients and you have to tell them this, how is their first reaction when you tell them something hard like this?
I think how they react, they will create. When someone react like, are you saying this? He have the result in 6, 12 months or 2 years. He have the results, but it take long time. When he is reacting like that, okay, fuck, true. He have the results in 1 month. So the reaction is in every way. And how is the reaction? Is the result.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see like which part of their own journey each and every one of the people that are coming. How has your personal definition of success changed from when you were 23 until now?
A lot. Because I recognize with my first million, with my all assets what I have, I was like in a dark hole. I'm looking on everything and said, okay, this is more than $1 million. And now, you know the story from Reinhold Messner?
Mm-hmm.
He was going on the biggest mountain. On the Großglockner? No. On the Mount Everest. The biggest target. And he was climbing there and he stands and the first thought was, I want to go down. Because the illusion is not here anymore. You can't run away from you. When I have this, when I'm successful, then I am. I create time, I create illusion, I create space. I create a separation from me and what I want to be, because this is good when I'm this, and when I have this is good. Now it's bad. Now it's bad. Then it's good. And when you're on this point and you do this 10, 20 years, you can't do this anymore when you're on this point. And then you recognize, I can't run away from myself. And it was this point, and I was sitting here, and it was like, really? The first thought was, fuck. And the second thought was, next million. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? I recognize the first million is not making me happy, and the next thought is, next million. And I was like, why next million? What is with the next million? What is with 10 million? So, when I was 23, success was for me, you have power, you have money, you are strong, everyone loves you. And now is for me success to have a wife, be healthy, be wealthy, to have friends, and to have talks like this. Is for me success.
So basically, to be. Wonderful. Then one last question to you. What's your next thing? What are you working on currently?
So the next thing is to go back to Dubai next week. We will look like what is the situation now, and then fly to Greek or retreat in Barros. And another big thing, what we want to do with the company, with the clients, a big event. But this is for the company, many things. For me, it's a new meditation. It's I do it 1 month, like since I'm here in Austria back from Dubai, and it's absolute still, nothing, no sound, no voice, nothing. Only sit 1 hour, and to solve my body and my consciousness in the stillness. And this is an absolutely new experience that I can switch it like this. I never had it before. So I'm in absolutely love with the stillness now. And it's amazing. And I hope it will get to not the next level, but to go deeper and deeper in a way that I don't know. And yeah, this is for me, my meditation practice, deeper, deeper, deeper. And business, a lot of projects. And I love to go back now to Dubai and then to the retreat in Greek, to work a week with the people, because these are the best events. Retreats from us it's real. It's life.
Is there anything that you would like the people out there to know, like one sentence that summarizes your philosophy?
The world is now getting in a big change, very big change. I will tell you now, in 1 year, you don't will see this reality anymore like it is now. I swear it to you. But one thing is important. Don't have fear, because the kingdom is in you. Jesus is the way. Everything is love.
Very well said. Let's all be the reason for our consciousness, our global consciousness, to go a little bit more in the direction of the light.
Absolutely.
Darko, it was a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you.
We'll put down there in the comments where people can find you. I'm sure you will be happy to answer any questions if people have them.
Sure.
Otherwise, it was a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much, Darko, for this conversation.
Thank you.